And we'll start, I think, with Sia, because she was very funny.
Hello?
Hello, can I speak to Sia, please?
How is it now?
Hello, this is Greg James, and Sia, you are on Radio 1, and I'm so pleased. How are you?
Awesome. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm so excited to speak to you. I've wanted to get you on this show for ages, and you know that, and I know you've been very busy and all the rest of it, but thank you so much for your time today.
Of course. Thank you.
Well, I want to first of all tell you that I love you. I think you're incredible.
Oh, Greg, thank you.
And the moment I realised that I loved your music and your voice was in 2006, I came to see you with 07 at my old university. And I was like, who is this magical lady singing at the front of stage? And you were there, and Jose Gonzalez was on as well. And it was an amazing, amazing tour.
That tour was the craziest tour of my life. I feel like the band nearly broke up. There were broken ribs. I broke a rib. It was crazy. It was like we were like a hard metal band, but we played elevator music. So it was a wild ride.
So you've been writing music and singing for years professionally, and you've had huge success. But there was a moment a few years ago when you decided to not just write for other people, but, do a new album and make a big splash and write some huge pop songs. And Chandelier was that big return song. Why was there a moment where you just thought, I'm coming back and I'm doing it properly?
Well, I didn't. My publishing deal had one clause. It was that I had to deliver one more album on a major label. So I just farted that album out because I just thought I wasn't going to do any promo. I did a deal for it that said I didn't have to do promo. I didn't have to do any interviews or go on the TV and promote it or tour it or do anything like that. Literally, I put that record out just to help my publishing career, my songwriting career. I wasn't planning to be an artist again. It was literally going to be like a last hurrah. I wanted to stay in one place. I didn't want to have to tour or talk about myself all the time. See, the reason I'm talking to you now is because, straight up, they said to me, if you want Cheap Thrills to go number one, you should do a couple of really important radio shows. and I was like, okay. When it makes sense, then I'll get on the phone and talk about myself. But this is not my dream to talk about myself all the time. My dream is to just make art. Yeah, well, that's very refreshing to hear, because that is not the sort of thing that pop stars in inverted commas say ever. Really, it's very much. It's very much about them. This is my album. This is my look. This is what I'm. So that's amazing. But you are going to be doing some shows and stuff. You're doing festivals in the UK. You're doing Coachella as well, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm doing Coachella this weekend. I'm so crapping my pants because I'm I can't hit the high notes. I only sang those high notes once, and then they copied them over using the program Pro Tools. I'm now I have to sing them 5 times in a row, and then not only in one song, I have to sing 11 songs. And all of them now I did a stupid, and I wrote them all so high, and they're so hard to sing. I've never sung such hard songs before. I used to be indie soft whispery girl, and so I'm just hoping I can hit the high notes. For everybody, I say.
Okay, so let's get on to this latest single. So Cheap Thrills, featuring the mighty Shonda Paul. And
yeah, that was fun. Someone was suggesting, should we get a rapper on it? And I was like, wait, can it be that guy who's fun and bouncy? And they were like, Pitbull, and I was like, no, the other one.
So you got Shonda Paul to do it?
Sean Paul. Yeah, and I was like, that one, yes. I love that guy.
Well, and is it one of those classic sort of music industry things where you didn't meet him to do it?
Yeah, I've never met him. I've never hardly met anyone. I think I met Flo Rida once. I've only met Rihanna once. Twice. The only person I think I'm good friends with is Katy Perry and Pink.
Okay.
Those are my real, home girly, people I could text, pictures of my, I don't know, face doing weird stuff. But yeah, a lot of people I don't meet at all. I think I met Kanye 3 times. But seriously, It's all a bit of a blur.
Greg James.
BBC
Radio 1.
I need to talk to you about this song because you did a version of it for me. You sang, which we just...
yeah.
So we just played the version with you singing, come on, turn Greg James on. That bit, okay?
Right.
I
can tell you, it's hard to make that sound sexy.
Oh, thanks a lot. None taken. So we've been playing it, but I haven't mentioned that you've done a version once on the show. So every time I've played it, people are just going mad, going, "Is she singing your song, mate? What is she? Why is Sia singing your name? Is she singing your name, mate? What are you talking about?" So this is the first time I've actually admitted that you did a version for me, and you did one for Grimmy on the Breakfast Show as well. And so you obviously just went into a studio and someone said, sing this for these chumps because they'll play it more.
It was actually the brilliant concoction of my upper tier manager, Jonathan Daniel.
Okay.
He was like, I used to do it in the 60s and that it was really fun. And I was like, oh, it couldn't be more perfect. Like it is. It's a real old school shout out.
I love, and we're suckers for it. We're egomaniacs, and it really pressed our buttons. So there you go.
Yeah, baby. Job well done, Jonathan Daniel.
Well done, Jonathan Daniels. So there is a problem here, and there's a small issue to raise. Is that there's another DJ on Radio 1 called Clara Amfo, who is on from 10 o'clock in the morning, and she was a little upset that she didn't get a special version of it.
I wonder why she didn't.
Well, I don't know why, but I would like to. So I'm going to try and be your publicist here and your PR manager, and just say she's the keeper of the live lounge. This is like she looks after all the live sessions at Radio 1, and we'd love you to come and do a live lounge, but she's got to be on side, man. So if we could
I just got to work out the key of the song. Come on, Clara. Oh, it's hard to say, Clara. Come on, Clara. I'm so on. There we go. She got one now.
She's got one now. But I also I did it for her. I've done it. Yeah. Here we go. Listen. I keep the Shonda Paul bit on the front as well because that is classic. It's classic Shonda Paul, really.
Yeah. I'm so happy when I heard it.
Up with it, girl. Rock with it, girl. Show them it, girl.
Girl.
Bang, bang. Bounce with it, girl.
Bounce.
Dance with it, girl.
Dance.
Get with it, girl.
Here we go.
Bang, bang. Come on, to Clara and for one. It's Friday night and it won't be long.
Gotta do my hair.
Hey, you're pretty good.
Basically the same.
I thought it was going to be super whoa, but it was beautiful. You've got quite a pretty voice.
I tried to keep it subtle.
I like the way you curved it at the end. It took a little corner. It was like a Kurvistrasse.
If you say so.
You went down Kurvi Street.
Well, Sia, thank you so much for your time today, and it's been an absolute joy talking to you. And when you're back in the UK and you're doing reluctant promo, it would be great to get you in for another reluctant interview.
When I'm actually doing them, I don't mind at all, and especially because I do so few now, so it's a little ego treat.
Right.
Me.
Well, there you go. We'll happily accommodate that for you. Anyway, enjoy Coachella and enjoy the festivals in the UK, and hopefully we'll come and see one of your shows soon.
Thank you, sweetie. Take care now.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye.